Hi there, we're in the Philippines off the west coast of an island called Palawan. I'm sitting in this little dinky kayak just above one of the ecosystems that is commonly taught at GCSE and A-level. And that is, of course, coral reefs, the amazing coral reefs. And what is so amazing about them? Well, they are incredibly biodiverse. They are just a rich mosaic of colour and life. And you can't obviously see much from above the waves, but below, when you get your snorkel on or your scuba diving kit, they just come to life with all sorts of iridescent shades, and the number of fish and stingray that you can see is truly incredible. But what I want to talk to you about is why they exist where they do. And I'm sure you realise that they don't occur everywhere. In fact, I think it's something like just 1% or 1.5% of the world's oceans, and yet they are breeding grounds for around 25% of all the world's fish. So why do they exist around the equator? Well, of course, the latitude is important because the temperature of the water is very important, and they don't occur in cold climates or even mid-latitude climates. They are confined to tropical regions because they need the warmth. That's a global factor, but more locally they need to have water that is well oxygenated, which means you've got to have a reasonable amount of wave energy so that the movement of the water can entrain oxygen and keep the environment well oxygenated. You've also got to have a sort of a narrow shelf. The temperature of the water is dictated by the depth of the sea, and so thirdly you've got to have a shallow shelf upon which the coral polyps can grow. And you need to have very clean water because coral polyps are a very sensitive organism and they will not tolerate much pollution, and so there's much concern over big new hotels and tourist developments which kick up sediment and spew out sewage, because anything which covers the coral polyps or changes the chemistry of the water is likely to lead to some pretty significant deterioration of the quality of the coral.